Mike, I know you talk a lot about just sort of that passion that Malik plays with, but having missed a game, did you have a little pent-up energy tonight? Because it seemed like he was really active and energized around the basket.
You know, it was strange, the game that he set out, because we had shoot around and he was lively and talkative, and then he just got sick. And, our guys picked it up against Penn State and did what we needed to do to secure that win, but, we needed him tonight, and he responded.
How much uncertainty was there over that next 12 hours? I mean, you had a quick turnaround of the flight, right?
Yeah, but the main thing was, could he fly with the team and not spread whatever he had amongst the players? That was my big concern. So we had talked about maybe flying him out separately, but our good doctor, Dr. Rinks, suggested that it would be okay. So it all worked out.
What do you think the key was to holding Osabor, their big guy? I think he just had 4 points.
Well, I mean, he's a load man in terms of what he does offensively, and we knew that coming in, and we just tried to take some things away from him. I thought Goody did a good job, but we double teamed him some, and tried to keep it out of his hands as much as we could, and I thought for the most part we did that.
Mike, you haven't had a lot of games this year where you just got ahead early and kept pulling away ahead. It seems like this team is playing more relaxed now, maybe. Do you see that on the floor with these guys?
Winning does that. You look at the five. I can go back to all the games, the Northwestern game, the Maryland game, the Purdue game there, the UCLA game at home. I mean, those are 4 or 5 games. If you win those games, we're not having this conversation, because these guys are learning how to win close games. And, I take a lot of pride as a coach, man, in trying to get them over the hump. And so I take it, in terms of us not getting it done in those games. But we are playing better. And I've been saying that. We've been playing much, much better basketball. And these last 3 games, these guys have come and they've showed up.
But are they more relaxed and maybe a little bit less stressed?
You can call it that. I just, I call it, when you win, it eases the mind. You do things that you think you're accustomed to doing, and when you lose, you looking over your shoulders. You're worrying about what people are saying, all the shit that really don't matter. We need right now support with these players, man, and because they are playing hard, they are trying to win basketball games. So that's how I look at it.
Did you think that you're going back to with Galloway, Leal, the communication, they've kind of helped on defense kind of set the standard for what you guys needed to do?
I expect that, though, because they've been with me the longest. What better part? Gallo's caught more hell for me than anybody that's on this team. So he and Anthony, Anthony didn't play in the early years that much, but he still was every day in practice putting in the time, and I knew if we threw him in there, he'll be ready to play and do some positive things, and all that work that he's done is paying off. I trust those guys on the floor because they know me.
What was just kind of your message to the team heading out west? Obviously, towards the end of the season, need some wins to get into the tournament.
Can't win 2 games until you get the first one. So we were able to win tonight, and Oregon team is a tough team, man. They play extremely hard, and we got to go in with our A game and see where it leads us.
What's kind of the plan for the next few days in between games?
Well, we'll have dinner tonight as a team, and tomorrow we'll get up, practice, and get ready for Oregon.
Did your NBA experience inform kind of how you plan this trip at all? Because, you don't have these much in, college.
It doesn't bother me because I don't have to play, but...
No, but how you structure it.
I know, yeah. We had a day, to really work when we got out here. We didn't do much today. We left to come out. But yesterday we had a good practice, and we worked. We got to, get them ticking again. And I thought the day was a nice carryover because these guys played well, I thought.
I think you've won 4 of the last 5 now. Is this sort of like what you envisioned this team could be like when it's playing at its best?
Well, again, guys, when you lose close games, it's not fun. We played well enough to win those games, and we didn't win. And and that's why we're in the predicament we're in. You go back and get those 4 or 5 games, you sitting at the top with everybody else trying to figure out who's going to win the Big Ten title.
Would you like the new jerseys?